I'm Timothy Welback. I'm an attorney and lecturer in the Department of Africology and African American Studies, and I teach hip hop and black culture at Temple University. So this song is called The Audacity of Dope, and then I say, imagine the power of a flower, if you will, that can control an entire nation. The Sumerians could find no other plant to compare with it. They called it Hool Grill. Joy was its apparent gift, using its euphoric effects more or less for merriment, snorting it in proportion, and the fellowship. From its inception, hip-hop has been a voice for the voiceless. And when you think about it, the artists, they didn't necessarily have to sing. They're now saying that I can communicate music without having an ability to hold a note. And then the people making the music didn't have to play an instrument. You could take what used to be a music player and turn it into a musical instrument. And so it's offered opportunities for people to speak when they often didn't have an opportunity to speak. It's perfectly positioned to talk about social issues, to talk about mass incarceration or police brutality or urban neglect. And so a lot of millennials find their voice in their favorite hip hop artists because they see themselves in the artist. Just got crack in the songs, calling it rap music. Kanye got it right when he called it crack music. But we should change the name to trap music, cause we use bars and hooks to trap you kids, and you study J for a path to follow, knowing the only Coke you'll hold comes in a plastic bottle. Nina Simone said it's the artist's responsibility to reflect the times. And so I think there is a responsibility to some degree for an artist to, at the very least, use their art to communicate their present reality and the present reality of who is impacted by their art. So, and like you said, you see people like Kendrick and Cole and Chance and Common and others who are speaking about the current condition that we're in this climate. And then some people you just wouldn't expect to talk about these things. Like you wouldn't expect Lil Yachty to talk about police brutality or Lil Uzi Vert to talk about mass incarceration. So I think sometimes we put unreasonable expectations on some artists, and then at other times I think we're just overlooking the people who actually are speaking, like you said, through their art. But it still goes in the nose, and that's the audacity of dope. Imagine the audacity of this little flower who grew past the weeds, the seed shrivels into powder, and that powder men think will give power, but that power will still kill and devour. This song is talking about the war on drugs, the audacity of dope, to think about the audacity of a flower, if you will, that has seeds, and we can crumple those seeds and make as a non-depressant stimulant. It was used to like elevate your mood, so to speak. But it can be addictive. We now use it as a painkiller, or if we just want to smoke dope, that's what we use it for. But to think about the war on drugs is the war on us. We don't send boats across the coast to send coke from Venezuela. Your average dope boy probably doesn't even know where his connect is really coming from. He just knows that he's got a connect to somebody who's willing to give him heroin or cocaine or whatever his neighborhood drug of choice is. Hey, I'm Timothy Welback. I teach hip hop and black culture at Temple University, and I am REVOLT.